Okay, so quickly review, man. Your boy Chance Jolly, aka Smooth, with my cousin, aka.
What's happening?
You don't need to know his government name and stuff. I don't know. He might not want all that out there.
Don't ski.
But so tonight's venture, we will watch 28 years later. So they already had 2 movies in the franchise and stuff. I really don't remember. I mean, it's been a long time.
It's almost been 28 years for them to make the damn movie. So yeah. It's a series I loved. My favorite one is the second one. That's the one that had Idris Elba. I keep calling him Hawkeye. I can't remember his real name.
Taj or whatever?
No, the one that played Hawkeye in the Avengers.
Oh.
I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah. I know.
But anyway, it's a series I love. Kelly and Murphy was in the first one. The beautiful black British chick. I can't think of her name. I feel bad. Yeah. She was in the first one.
We getting old. Our minds ain't working like it was.
So this just telling you how long it took them to make this movie. This movie was kind of weird.
Yeah, it probably would have been served right to get refreshers, because they have little Easter eggs or something. Especially like they when I was looking up pictures for the thumbnail, they kept showing this certain zombie, and some people giggled whenever they showed this zombie. It was somebody important from the old movies, but I didn't even get it when I was watching the movie. I was just like, you skinny zombie or whatever.
Yeah, so.
But it's very it's like a film. Like you see when you go and watch it in the previews and nothing but horror movies. And you're like, why are they showing we watching a horror movie?
Yeah.
But it's not that necessary. They got a few little jump parts or whatever, but it's very artistic.
Yeah. And it wasn't a bad movie, per se. It's a movie like almost coming of age of this kid.
It's not what you expect. That's the thing about it. You going into this and you like 28 years later, the world gonna be overtaken. It's gonna be zombie apocalypse. It's gonna be crazy. People gonna be primal and gonna be beasts and stuff. They gonna have no electricity. Gonna have fires and doing this and that. And it's not necessarily that.
Yeah. Aaron Taylor Johnson, he did a pretty good part as the father in this. He takes his son out. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but what was it, like a birthright or something like that?
Yeah,
or
it was like his ghetto bar mitzvah or something.
Yeah, so
everybody was hyped for him to go on his first hunt, and they go kill the zombies and stuff like that, just to make him a man in his.
Yeah, it was a little underwhelming. You realize they have different types of zombies. They have like these sloth type zombies. They're fat. They crawl on the ground. They have your berserker zombies. Those are the ones that are the fast rage kind of ones that run.
And whenever we was walking out the theater, everybody around us was all talking about the alpha zombies. And you gonna see the alpha whenever you watch it. And get prepared, because you're gonna see something that you ain't gonna want to see. Because that's all everybody was talking about. They was acting like Diddy. That's all they was worried about. Was I can't believe they had that. I was trying to look at that, but
yeah. So the kid comes back. They do the little bar mitzvah thing. He sees his dad.
We don't gonna get
we don't want to get too much.
Like spoil it or something.
Yeah. So and his mom is sick. So that's another thing. In this movie, that's a big.
It wasn't like as much. When you think of a movie like this, you think of like just fast paced walkers, not walkers. I'm used to Walking Dead, but zombies running and stuff, and these and it was some of that, but it wasn't as much of that as you would expect. Like it was a little underwhelming in that sense. The sense of danger and the amount of kills and stuff, it wasn't to that level. They had some nasty stuff, like the alpha. If he catch your ass,
that's your ass.
Your ass is great.
They had like one really exciting part, and it's when the father and the son together. That's about it as far as for like where high stakes were. The rest of it was kind of very slow. You know, it was a slow paced movie. It had a lot of filler in it to me. Didn't it feel like to you?
And
Yeah.
like I say, artistic, because they would be having random scenes, and then it would flash to like old time, 500 years ago, some Vikings or something, and they shooting arrows. Then you would see like some scenes of like with red light of some zombies walking.
I think that
naked.
was to kind of show the rage virus, like I think, but it was like in an artsy sense, and it just didn't work for me. Like,
It was just weird.
it was kind of
That's
weird.
the best way to describe it.
Yeah,
Weird.
so like I said, it wasn't a bad movie. It had a pretty decent story. Like, I really did enjoy the story of what the kid was trying to do with the mom, the dad, the whole dynamic. All that was kind of, it was just so damn slow. Like, I was just like waiting.
And you know something? I don't know if you got that feeling. It felt like almost like 3 different movies.
Yeah.
It felt like different movies, and it felt kind of like long, because it's like whenever they had the first saga with the boy and his dad,
Yeah.
it seemed like that could have been a movie.
Yeah.
And then with the mother and stuff, it's like that was somewhat of a movie and stuff. And then they got the last little part, and then it's going to something else. It's like a little. It was almost like a quick Netflix series.
Yeah. So, and then we got to the end of the movie, and that got even more crazy because you start seeing people doing parkour and karate.
And the way the movie starts off, you like, why are they showing this little boy and stuff? I'm waiting to meet him, and I'm 99.999% sure that we do see him again in the movie. So
yeah.
So it makes sense why they showed that part at the beginning. But anyway, I don't want to be like too long, like your closing arguments.
I mean, if you're interested in it, if you love 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, give it a shot. I'm not going to tell you it's going to live up to any of those movies, but it is pretty good. It's critically acclaimed right now, which shocked me.
But like as far as like, I think I'm not like super big into the franchise. I watched the movies, but like so long ago. But I think the people that's really into the franchise stuff, there was a lot of people that did walk out the theater, and we heard them like talking and stuff, like some nerdy type, and they was really into it.
Yeah.
So I think if you really into it, you gonna really enjoy it, because a lot of people really seem like they really enjoy it. They stayed at the theater talking and stuff. So
yeah. So
they was on it.
What you giving this as a score?
I give it like a 6.8.
6 point. I'm gonna go with an 8. Even though it confused me and stuff, it did have a solid story. I did really enjoy that story.
Like the story and stuff was damn good. It's just like the expectations and stuff and the pacing, and stuff like that. So it's not a bad rating in my mind, but it's like
and
about a 6.8. That's what I get it.
And there's gonna be a second one, so we don't know where it's gonna go from here.
It look like if they keep going on that pace, then the second one will be the action.
The action, hopefully.
That was missing in this.
Nia DaCosta's directing that one. I know her from Marvels. That's about it. I didn't like that movie too much, but then she did Candyman, which I really enjoyed. So we don't know what we're getting with that.
Rest in peace, Tony
Todd.
Tony Todd, man. Hey,
I'm still not saying Candyman 5 times.
Man, you already said it twice. Shit, that man put the fear of God in it. But anyway, man, like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be a great, the most hated man. I'll let you watch. Thanks.